to Pointe. So this is going to be part 3 of my dance journey. And don't be alarmed, I have on something totally different from what I'm wearing in the video. As I was editing, I realized that I didn't make an intro for part 3, so this is what I'm doing now. But yeah, so we're just going to jump straight into part 3, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Okay, so like I said, I didn't come back to A&M that following semester in the spring, but I moved back home and went to Shelton State Community College in Tuscaloosa. So I went there for 2 semesters, summer and fall, and then I transferred to UAB that following spring, 2012. And somewhere along the journey, I had that nudge again to want to dance. I wanted to dance again. And of course, they had a dance team there for during football season and basketball season. They're called the UAB Golden Girls, and they're a really great dance team. But yeah, I decided I wanted to try out for UAB Golden Girls. But like I said, because of that was the last experience I had with dance, period, was me quitting that dance team. And because it was a negative experience, once I started to kind of train and work out and things like that and try to work on the little bit of technique that I had at the time, the doubt, here comes the adversary again, getting into my head, and I allowed him to talk me out of not trying out. And what I know about faith now is that God will use a little mustard seed of faith. All I had to do was just launch out there and just give it a try. Who knows? I could have made it regardless of what I thought about my own ability, my own technique. Maybe they would have seen something in me, like the passion, because when I dance, I feel like I give everything. You just never know. So I just never put myself out there. I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't have the technique. It kind of, all that stuff kind of came back to my mind, and I didn't try out. So I went all of college without dancing, but I did pick it back up, but in my own little way. So like I said, my background is mostly from doing dance teams. So that kind of feel and kind of the HBCU style, stand routines, field show, which is mostly jazz technique when it comes to field show. But I picked that back up, but I kind of picked up fitness along the way as well in college. So started really taking care of myself, and that comes from my mother passing away, and that kind of triggered something in me to want to get healthy, be healthy, because I knew that because she passed away from cancer. So I'm like, okay, this is an immediate family member. This could hit me at some point if I don't take care of myself. So I started really getting into health and fitness and all of that stuff toward the end of college. And I incorporated that with dance. And I started doing these dance classes. Basically, it's all stand routines, but I use it as a form of fitness, basically, because some stand routines can be very tiring. Especially the faster ones and the medium tempo ones, things like that. But yeah, so I kind of picked it back up then, and I actually tried out for a local dance team here. It was for the Alabama Blackhawks semi-pro football team. Tried out for that, made it, but I don't know what really happened with that. We didn't have really any more communication with any of the other young ladies that made it, and the young lady that was putting it together for that football team. It just kind of fell by the wayside. And not really sure what happened. Like I said, we just didn't have any more communication about it. Yeah, that's really kind of where I picked it back up. I was that nudge from the Holy Spirit. Ain't nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. But yeah, so, and then I finally was like, okay, I'm just gonna go full-fledged with it. This is my passion. I know that it is. And I feel like this is something God is calling me to do as part of my purpose and part of his plan for my life. So I finally joined the dance ministry at my church and just kind of went from there. And the passion really, really developed then, because now I'm dancing for God, and that's something else I'm passionate about. And I've got the two put together, and it's like all of these emotions. So fast forward a little bit, made it through that first year of dancing at church. And the following year, so this is 2018 when I joined the dance ministry at my church. 2019 comes, and I'm like, I really got to go full-fledged with this. The top of 2019, was such a pivotal moment because we had to, some things happened with the dance ministry. Not gonna go into detail, but we had to sit out for 3 months, starting from January to March 2019. So our worship and arts ministry leader, she, like I said, she told us to kind of sit it out for a little while, just everybody take some time off. I don't know if everybody's tired. There's a lot of things going on, all that good stuff. So, and it's interesting that she told us that because right before we had that meeting and she told us that, God told me, or the Holy Spirit told me, to give him the first quarter of the year. And that directly lined up with her telling us to sit that 3 months out and all that. So during that 3 months, that was probably one of the best fasts I've experienced to date. There were so many things that the Holy Spirit revealed to me about myself, about things I was involved in that I needed to let go of. And I may put a video out on this channel, even though it has nothing to do with my journey to Pointe. But it's a part of who I am. And like I said, I'm going to talk about my beliefs on this channel because I don't believe in hiding who God is. I feel like everyone should know who God is and things like that. But yeah, and if I'm going to have this channel, I feel like I should be transparent as well. But yeah, so I may put that video on this channel. I'll think about it. But anyway, during that fast and that time with God during that first quarter of the year, he started revealing things to me. And one of the things he told me is that I'm a leader. And from me having and dealing with low self-esteem, I didn't think that I was a leader. Like, that was not a thought in my mind, other than like the last time that I was really a leader was when I was 7th grade captain for the dance team in middle school. Like, I didn't think that I had that in me. And I mean, I did other leadership stuff in college, but I had to really push myself to do that, to push myself out of my comfort zone, because I didn't think I was a leader. I didn't think that about myself. But yeah, that was one of the things that God told me. And then once we came out of that sabbatical, if you will, from dancing on the dancing ministry at church, we came out, we had to re-audition. Yes, we have to audition for the dance ministry at my church. A lot of people look at me funny when I say that and think like, oh, if you want to dance for God, you should just be able to get up there and dance. But I think the vision that our pastor has at that church is set a certain way. He wants things to be professional. He wants it to look professional. We serve a God of excellence, and he wants things done in excellence. So we audition. I think that's part of it. That's just what I gather. I've never asked him personally or asked anyone else why we have to audition or anything like that. But from what I know about God and what I know from what he's taught us about God and who God is and his character and all that stuff, I feel like that's the reason why we have to audition. But anyway, so auditioned again for the ministry. And after that, we sat down with the worship and arts ministry leader and just to have kind of a heart-to-heart, what do we think about the experience? What do we see moving forward? What's kind of our vision, and what do we expect from her and from the lady that we'll have coming in to help with choreography and all that stuff. So we're having this conversation, and she speaks to my spirit, and she confirmed what God had told me. And even during that fast as well, one of the things that God spoke to me was that I'm a performer and being a dancer. So, and I may screenshot it and put it on the screen somewhere where he told me that back in February of 2019. But he spoke that to me during that 3-month period of me just spending that time with him. I did no TV, no social media. I drank only water, did away with like sweets and certain foods and things like that. So yeah, but that was one of the things he spoke to me as well. And when I sat down with her, she told me, she was like, girl, that thing is in you. That thing is in you. And I broke down crying, y'all. I'm real emotional, especially when it comes to like things that God has told me and I get it confirmed. I'm emotional. I'm a crier. Can't help it. But yeah, so she confirmed that to me, and I just, like I said, broke down crying. I'm like, you just don't know like how spot on that is with what God told me. And I told her how God moved me into a season of just giving him the first quarter of that year so I could just really hear from him and get used to hearing his voice. So yeah, that was confirmed. And then right after that, I get connected with this wonderful lady. I love her so much. Miss Ursula Smith. Oh my goodness. Love her to life and back. Love her. But get connected with her. And I actually got connected with her through another dancer here in Birmingham. He's a hip hop dancer named Chris Pugh. If you know him, excellent hip hop dancer. But he tags me and several other dancers here in the Birmingham community about the audition that she was having for one of her productions. And she's been in the game like 20 years or so with dancing. So this is nothing new for her, but I didn't know who she was. And so anyway, he tagged me in the audition post on Facebook. And here goes that nudge, that tug, that pull from the Holy Spirit. And I'm like, should I go audition? Should I put myself out even further to audition and go deeper into dance and stuff the way I really wanted to when I was little, but didn't get a chance to because, like I said, finances and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I finally got over myself and just went and auditioned. So went to the audition and she picked on me a little bit. She picked on me. But not in a bad way. She saw something in me immediately when she saw me, and she kind of called me to the front or whatever, and I'm like, oh Lord. And so we audition and all that stuff. So we do some progressions and we do some other techniques, some across the floors, all that good stuff for auditions. And we learned like some little snippets of choreography that now I know some of it was part of the show, but did that. But once we learned all that, she called everybody out one by one we picked one of the snippets that we wanted to do, and basically audition based off of that. So I did it, and I got nervous, and I forgot some of the routine, and I stopped, and yeah. So anyway, she was like, "Why you stop?" And I'm like, "Cause I forgot." And she was like, "Oh, it's all good." But anyway, so she spoke the exact same thing to me. So it started with God during that 3-month fast and just time with him at the first quarter of the year. It got confirmed again through the worship and arts ministry leader that we have at church when we had that basically heart to heart after the audition at church. She confirmed it this third time. And she said pretty much the exact same thing that our worship and arts ministry leader told me. And she was like, it's in you. Like, you have so much potential. Ooh, and I want to cry right now, but I don't know. That just really did something for me. I don't know. I can't describe that feeling. And I wanted to cry when she told me, but I'm like, I don't know these folks. I don't want to cry in front of them. I want them to think I'm crazy. I'm in here crying at this audition and she ain't did nothing to me. But it was such confirmation and it hit me so hard. I think I cried like later on that day. But I wanted to cry right when she told me because it was almost word for word from how God spoke it to me to when the worship and arts ministry leader, her name is Lenitra. Hey, Lenitra. From when she told me and then to when she told me, it was almost verbatim. And it kind of scared me a little bit. I'm like, oh, Lord. But anyway, so it got confirmed and I've been dancing with Ursula. So we finally did the production. The production was this past December 7th, 2019. Had a great time. It was a long process. It was tiring, but it was fun. It was excellent. It was professional. It was everything. It was everything. So really enjoyed myself with that, and I will be continuing to dance with her for her dance company, Ursula Smith Dance in Birmingham, Alabama. And I'm excited about this new venture and continuing to dance with her. She's, like I said, very just lovable, down to earth, big heart. Absolutely love and adore her to pieces because she has pushed me in a way that I didn't think I could be pushed. I believe in myself a lot more now when it comes to dance. And that's another thing with the whole self-esteem thing. I kind of needed a lot of validation too during that time. But if, you know, it kind of feels good regardless of how much self-esteem you have, just to have somebody to validate what you're passionate about, and to doubt it for so long, and to have somebody to see it in you when you couldn't see it in yourself is just an amazing feeling. But that's where I am now with dancing. I'll also still be doing some of the dance classes, and I'm gonna entitle it Major at Fitness. So be on the lookout for some classes from me. I'll try to record some of those classes as well, do some snippets and things like that. So that's another thing. So about this channel, so now that I've given you my background and everything about me as a dancer and how I got to where I am and why I'm doing this. So now that I'm like really full-fledged, all the way, all in with dance again, finally. But now that I am, I'm gonna be basically, like the name of this channel, Journey to Pointe. So I'm gonna give you my journey from the beginning, taking beginner adult ballet classes, getting vocabulary, getting the technique, the alignment, all those good things that you learn at the very beginning of ballet. So I'm gonna try to post as many videos as I can from my classes that I take, because I've got things lined up. I've got a whole dance schedule. I'm gonna post that. I think I'm gonna do that as a separate video to show you my dance schedule that I created for myself to basically push this thing out, push it on out. But yeah, so I'm just gonna show that journey and my progression until I'm finally on point. And I'll still continue to do the videos even after I'm on point, because I wanna, you know, once you get there, that's not it. You know, once you're on point, you have to continue to go to class and practice and train and all of those things to perfect that technique. And yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to be doing here on this channel. Like I said, I'll give you my dance schedule. I'm going to do probably a video about my workout routine and how I train outside of classes to stay fit and things like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much what we'll be doing here at Journey to Pointe. Once again, my name is Elaine, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't believe I finally put out my first YouTube video. So excited. And I'll be sharing some other things that I'll be doing this year, and I'll be speaking life into you because I believe God gave me the gift of encouragement. So I'll be speaking some life into you as well. I also want to encourage other people to just dream, believe, and do. I'm 28 years old. So that gives you an idea of it's never too late. And I feel like that's a word that God gave me last year as well. It's never too late. No matter what your dream or what your passion is in this life, listen to that same thing I've been saying the whole video. That nudge, that tugging, that nagging feeling of, I wish I never would have put this down. I was so good at this. Why did I put it down? Why did I give up on myself? Why did I quit? That thing, I believe, is God speaking to you, and that feeling is God speaking to you about part of what his vision, his plan, his purpose is for your life, and how you can affect other people and help them to believe in themselves and bring them into their purpose and their passion and so on and so forth, and just continue to just spread the encouragement and the love to other people. So yeah, I'm 28. I'm starting adult ballet, and you're gonna see my journey. And I want other people, if you've danced before, never danced before, but have always wanted to, and now think it's too late because you're such and such years old, it's never too late. Dance is for everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Every body type, every type of person. It doesn't matter. Dance is for everybody. Dance is universal. That's one of those things where it doesn't matter what color you are. Hopefully, you know, I mean, there are certain things in the dance world, especially in ballet, and I may do a video about that as well, about some of the race issues within ballet. But yeah, so it's for everybody. It is a universal thing. It's a way to communicate with people. It's a way to express yourself. It's a way to stay healthy and fit. If that's your goal for 2020, to get healthy and fit, start dancing. Start dancing. And eat right too, but start dancing as well. But yeah, but for all those people who put dance down, feel like they can't do it, had an injury, felt like you never be able to dance again, always wanted to dance, I am here to be the poster child, to be the guinea pig of it's never too late. Start. Don't keep putting it off. This is for you. This is for you. This is for all of you people to dream, be, and do. All right, guys, so that wraps everything up for my dance journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this with someone if you think that they may find this encouraging as well on their dance journey. Share it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. It's hot in here, and this light is really hot. Why is this light so hot? Jesus, why is it so hot? It's so hot. It's hot. I almost knocked everything down off my dresser. All right. Woo! My throat did something real crazy just then. Subscribe and share this with someone that you may think my journey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and share this with someone that you think might find this encouraging on their day.
It's STG.